it's been a while since I made a video, but it's been a little cool around here in the Texas Panhandle and lots of rain, and we cooled off. So when it's cool like that, it's hard to get that paint to spray through, to move through the airbrush very good. But anyway, what's in front of us today is, here's some rattling wiggle warts that are KOs, but these aren't just any KOs. These are from Predator bass baits. So I ordered these from Predator, which they're pretty pricey. They're about $2.50 a piece. These are suspending wiggle warts, and these are the rattling wiggle warts. But if y'all know anything about wiggle warts, these are probably the best knockoffs. I'm trying to fix my camera, sorry about that. The wiggle warts that you get from Predator, from him, are probably the best knockoffs that there is. These will swim almost identical to a true wiggle wart, pre-Rapala wiggle wart, and they hold a good second best to them. I mean, they're not exact, but they're pretty close. You can run these side by side and they're almost identical, but not quite. The vintage pre-Rapala wiggle wart has a little more of a hunting action than what these do, but these will catch you lots of fish too. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put these rattlers up. I'm gonna make several of these tonight. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull one of these suspenders out, and I'll show you the difference between the suspenders. That's the sound. That sounds just like a real pre-Rapala wiggle wart. And then I'll get a rattling one, and then some of them do rattle, the pre-Rapala wiggle warts do. Yeah, that sounds just like one. But I have a suspending wiggle wart and I have one of these. So, I mean, the sound is darn near there. The only difference is that, like on the ones that I have, they have a seam that comes up on the bill and through their back and then on their belly. There's a seam there, and when I sand them, I don't sand that seam because then it kills the action of them. So, kills that hunting action, because I think that seam is what causes them to hunt. So anyway, we're not going to tape off his bill or anything. We're just going to, let me scoot my stuff over just a tad. Make sure that he's going to stay in wherever I'm moving. Alright, so what we're going to first start off with is Createx OPEC White. But I hope everybody's doing good, and thanks to everyone that's been subscribing. So, and we're at about 30 pounds today, so not just real stout or anything. So we're just gonna paint him completely white, bill and all. This will probably take a couple of coats. Okay, so we're gonna heat set this and we'll be right back. Okay, we'll go another coat over him, and you can kind of see these kind of, I probably should have sanded this one. We may heat set him and sand him real quick and then redo him. I see some blemishes on him. Alrighty. We'll heat set this and we'll be right back. Okay, everyone. I got him fixed. I got him sanded down and everything. So, in case you're wondering what I use, this is what I use to sand all my baits. And this is either 400 or my 600. I don't know which one. I think this is, let me see. It's my P400. That's what I use. I use 400 or 600 to sand my wiggle warts, my pre-Rapala is the one I repaint, and just any bait that I repaint, that's the sandpaper that I use to sand them down and repaint them with. So, our next color, I picked up these the other day at their airbrush paint, and I picked these up at Hobby Lobby. I got, what is it, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in a box, and they were, I can't remember, what were they? Here's the box. They were $7.99. There's the price, $7.99 for 10 paints, and they're airbrush ready and everything already. And most of these are not even open, so I have to open them. That's how new they are. But I was in there getting some gonna get some Createx paint, and then I seen these, so I decided to buy these and give them a try. So far, I like them. You have to shoot them at super low air pressure. But for the most part, it's pretty good. I painted a couple of baits with a couple of these colors. Pretty good paint. I just got that orange all over my gloves. But anyway, as you would know, this orange is going to be our next color. We're going to spray this on the bottom of him. So, and it don't take very many drops of this. So anyway, make sure that's spraying good. So we're just going to coat the bottom in this orange. And I'm just shooting at around 20 pounds of air pressure. So pretty light on the air pressure. Just make sure we get good coverage. And it doesn't matter if it goes up the bait. We'll cover that. Okay. So that's done. We'll heat set that. And then we'll be right back. Okay, so our next color is going to be this red. So, let me shake that up a little bit. Okay, then what we're going to do is spray this on the sides. Just like that. Okay, then we're going to flip this over and do the same thing. Okay, just like that. That's what we want. So, alright, we'll heat set this, clean out the airbrush, and be right back. Okay, so now our next color is going to be this green pumpkin, if I have very much. I'm going to have to mix some more of this up, because I'm about out. But anyway, we'll see if we can get anything out of this. If we do, it'll be just enough, maybe. So anyway, what we're gonna do is do the top of him in this green pumpkin. Okay, we'll heat set this and be right back. Now our next color is going to be this Createx Opaque Black. So we'll just need a few drops of this. Then we're going to turn our air pressure down to, I think, around, maybe a little lower. Let's see. We're going to be around 10, 11 on this. Yeah. So what we're going to do is my hand cut stencil that I made a J here. And then I just cut this out here. So that's what, we'll just line it up about right there at the bottom of that lip. And you want to spray more on your stencil than on your bait. Something like that. Then we'll air dry that. Then we'll flip this around. I hope y'all can see this. Then I'm just gonna lay this stencil about right in there. About right there. Then we'll do another one. Then we'll do another one. Okay. We'll heat set that and I'll flip him around. Okay, this might be kind of hard for y'all to see this. I apologize for it. Okay, there's that one. Oh, got a little black right down there. Sometimes you can wet something down and wipe that off. Just real lightly. I don't know if it's gonna let us. There we go. It's better. We didn't get it all, but it's better. But we're gonna put a little splatter on him anyway, so it'll be alright. Alright, so there's that one. Then we're gonna flip this around. I must have had a wet spot back here somewhere. But anyway, then we're just gonna line it up about right there. Crawdads are my enemies. I never can get them lined up. So, yeah, little overspray right there. There we go. That'll be alright, I think. I don't know. I don't remember what I used last time. Neighbor's dog barking. But anyway, that'll be alright. It's starting to rain too. We've already gotten plenty of that. So now we'll do the third one. Oh no. That's not showing up real good. There we go. That'll work. Yeah. Well, I got it pretty darn close this go around. Closer than I did last time. That's good. Just a little more overspray than usual. So, but anyway, that's what we're here for, to show y'all. So, what we'll do is just kind of wipe that down if we can. I need Q-tips out here is what I need. I know what I mean. Instead of using water, y'all. That's what your reducer is good for. Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to bump y'all. So we'll put a little reducer on here. And that should get it. Alright. But anyway. There. Pretty good looking little crawdad pattern, y'all. Looks a lot better when it's clear coated. But yeah, we did pretty good. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna load our orange back up. Let me get this black out of here. Well, I hope everyone's doing well. Hope y'all are enjoying the videos I'm putting out. Newer content. Old crawdads. Well, this is probably one of my first crawdad patterns in a long time that I'm not using. I'm just using the hand cut stencil, not using a 3D stencil. So, but I'm bound determined this summer I'm going to get better at crawdad stencils. At doing crawdads with just my own hand cut stencils. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this orange and we're gonna go around his tail. I don't know why I do this after I paint the crawdad pattern. I should do it before, but I never do. I always do it after. But anyway, that's what we're gonna do. Tip his tail with that orange. And then we're gonna kind of point him downwards. Yeah, just like that. Then we're gonna take this, get that hair off. We're gonna take this and we're just gonna angle it. We're gonna create that. Then we'll flip him over. Then we're gonna do that. Okay. And we just want these little specks. We're just gonna kind of orange dot him a little bit. If I quit pulling the trigger. There. We're just gonna kind of give him that kind of orangish look to him. Kind of make him like a old dirty looking old craw. Okay. We'll clean out the airbrush and we're gonna do one more thing. So that's the thing about these wiggle warts. You can kind of create your own patterns. You don't have to stick to the wiggle wart pattern. You can paint your own crawdads. And this is kind of a wiggle wart pattern. I don't remember which one, but except for the orange on the tail and everything. But I'll do another one for y'all, and we'll do a brown and chartreuse craw. So we're gonna load the black back in the air chamber, about 2 drops. Okay. Then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna blacken his eyes. Yep. And I normally do that, don't I? Okay. We'll heat set that. Okay. There's one eye. Wow, the water's kind of everywhere, isn't it? Okay, now we'll do this other eye. There we go. There's the other eye. We'll do this one a little bit more. But always aim for the center of that eye. There we go. Got a crawdad with black eyes. But anyway, I was going to explain something to y'all. I didn't bring one of my wiggle warts out here. I have them in the house because I repainted them. I sold a couple of them after I repainted them. But well, I'm gonna explain something how you can tell a pre-Rapala wiggle wart from, and a pre-Rapala wiggle wart was from the 80s all the way up to, I think 99 is when the Storm Brothers sold Storm to Rapala. It was back in 98 or 99. Anyway, there's a difference between the pre-Rapala wiggle warts and the post-Rapala wiggle warts. And that black, get it off there. Don't want it across the bridge of that nose. There we go. But anyway, this is what the difference is. If you look at these eyes, you see how little they are? On a pre-Rapala wiggle wart, those eyes are bigger. Dang it, I wish I had one out here, and I do not have one out here. But anyway, but that's what you look for, is the eyes on the pre-Rapala wiggle warts. The old Storm wiggle warts, their eyes are bigger than what these are. But I got a couple coming that I purchased, and when I get those, I'll show you between these and the real ones. You know, and I had a bunch of these in the 80s and stuff, but you know, I was a teenager and I didn't paint baits back then or anything. So if I wore one out or cracked a bill on it or something, I didn't know how to fix them or anything. So I just threw them suckers in the trash like an idiot. Should have kept every one of those, because some of those probably be worth a lot of money today. But that's alright. But yeah, I had a lot of these guys when I was growing up, fishing ponds and creeks and rivers and stuff. I'd throw them old wiggle warts out there. But anyway, there he is, done. We get him clear coated. I'll take pictures of him, and looks pretty good. I may have to keep this one and just fish him for myself. So, but anyway, there's a wiggle wart. We just painted a craw pattern. Didn't use a 3D stencil. Used our own stencil. Turned out really well. So, old marks are almost dead on with each other. So, yeah. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Anyway, so we'll see y'all in the next video. Thank y'all for watching. Thanks everybody for subscribing. We're over 600 subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Let's just keep this channel growing, and we'll keep y'all keep supporting me, hitting the like button, making comments, and we'll get this channel to grow, and we'll purchase more lures, more baits and stuff. I'm fixing to quit doing the blanks, I think, and I think I'm fixing to start painting like the real deal, like Strike Kings, Rapalas, wiggle warts for sure. And I'll probably still do my bluegill glides, the blanks, because I don't know if you can get one of those, a real one. I'd never seen one. But anyway, these little dudes will probably be our next video. I'll probably paint a baby bluegill pattern on one of these for y'all. So, show y'all how to paint a good baby bluegill. That one has something on him. We'll have to make sure whatever that is, get it sanded or get it off of there, whatever. But anyway, these are just little 2.5-inch bluegill glides that I get from Backwater Outfitters. So I ordered, oh yeah, I'll show y'all. I ordered this because customer wanted a hybrid crappie pattern done on him. So we did a hybrid crappie pattern. So, not a black crappie, but it's a crappie. What in the world is on him? I don't know. We'll have to touch that up. But anyway, if you can see those gill plates, we did him just like a real life crappie. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all in the next one.